suction to them. So you won't have to lace each one of them. You'll roll out a big one of the sections. You'll be like, man, this one's heavier than any of the other ones because it's a double section. Yeah. A lot of them come that way. It's just about how they came to me. But the doubles are good. The disadvantage of a double section is a little heavier than the regular section. The advantage of it is one less thing to lace. Gotcha. But okay, so once you got your tent, it'll be up. It'll look real similar to this. There's some tie downs over here. And this is what keeps everything tight.
Right. Now, those ones we got don't have this flap you were saying, right?
No, and you don't want that.
Don't want it. No, I agree.
If you find one in there, my guy threw it in there by accident. You just keep it.
All right, and we'll call you soon.
No, you don't want it. But you might use it as a fly on the front or something. I don't know. Use it for tarp down your wood at the house.
There you go.
If you got one of these, it came in extra. It was in one of the kits or something.
Oh, you got it for free then, huh?
Yeah. I don't want it back. Yeah.
Okay, now talk to me about the
Stove jack.
does each section have?
Each section that's not one of these will have a stove jack. Yes.
So
Each one of your
probably.
section, we call it a window section. Each window section has a stove jack.
So we'll end up having two.
Three. Every section will have.
The middle one too, sir.
The door, because of the skylight, doesn't have a stove jack.
Do you know what we need to use that?
Yeah, just the old metal
Any
pipe.
kind of pipe.
Just the pipe?
Yeah, stove pipe. See, that wood, that rubber right there, it won't melt.
Rubber.
And I would have seen one melt with all the tents that I've sold by now. Never seen one melt.
They're not going to melt.
It's a fiberglass, rubber, siliconized, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they're
the secret is, before you erect the tent, roll that flap up and tie it off, if you're going to use it. Before it goes up, while it's down close to you, roll up there's a cover flap on that.
Because that will melt.
Because that will melt. And that's the most common mistake.
That's how I know.
Yeah, that's the most common mistake because they melt.
If you put it up, right, you just push your pipe up through there and that'll kind of come off.
Is this for 5 or 6?
It'll lay against that.
5
Well,
inch?
you need to tie it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll lay against that pipe and melt.
Right, exactly.
So is this for a 5-inch pipe, or do you know?
5 by 6, 4-inch pipe is the most standard. 3 inches is fine. Yeah, I gotta say, but there's a little gap there. Yeah, but it's gonna rain on your stove, man. It's okay.
I know.
It's no big deal. He's all freaking out, and then he said, "Oh, okay, you're right." Don't try to make it the size of the collie. Just whatever you got. 3-inch pipe is really cheap. Another trick is if you forget and that's closed and you want to use the pipe, just stand on a ladder, run your hand through there, and I can do it. I can get mine. I get my hand up there to tie it off and keep it up out of the way after it's already up that high.
You just want to make sure it's out of the way because you ain't going to have to flag it.
It'll burn. Yeah, it'll burn. Windows are self-explanatory. Okay, let me show you how the vestibule goes on. The vestibule is pretty self-explanatory. The pole, you don't have these poles, but the vestibule in itself is a frame. You can actually put the vestibule, one section of the vestibule frame up.
So we don't have this. We have the arch and the 2 legs.
Correct.
Yeah,
arch and the 2 legs.
2 legs and all right.
If you didn't want to put the vestibule up, you can put 1 arch and 2 legs out, 2 ropes, and you have a nice little squared off box if you don't want to use the vestibule. But the vestibule is the same concept. You'll find that everything will go into a grommet hole, and then everything will lace together. If you have grommets on this side, there's lace on the vestibule part, so it'll see how this side has lace, and that side has grommets, so it'll be the opposite when you put the vestibule up. But the vestibule will be 1, 2, 3 supports, and there'll be a front door to it. Now, the cool thing about a vestibule is you can connect 2 tents.
Back door and put a crapper on.
You can do a crapper shower.
Yeah, or a shower.
Nobody has a heated crapper on a hunting tent, right?
Right. But you could put another, you could run that vestibule and put another tent.
A little flap, put that door down, right? And so the poop smell stays out.
That's right.
When you're done, you zip open the back, let all out, and you zip it back.
Like about my wife, man. So she has to get up and go to the bathroom tonight. We got portable.
I'm telling you, man, that's a way to get the female involved in tent camping is she's got a place to privately go to the bathroom and shower. If you run that vestibule at a slant, there's a vinyl floor for it, right? Okay, it's like a shower floor, man. You can run a little camp shower or something in. It's nothing to clean up. It'll run right out the back if you can get that to work at a slant. So vestibule will come out. You can connect 2 tents together. It's tough to get 2 tents together with the vestibule because they have to be laid out just exactly right. So it's one of those things that you don't want to try right away, but you can. You can get it to work. It might be a little floppy the first time. But each one of your tents comes with a vestibule, so you could be 20 feet away from the next guy and still tunnel in. You could go 10 feet out on yours, 10 feet out on theirs, be 20 feet apart, and still be tunneled together. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
That just,
Those are vent flaps. That'll help vent the heat in the summertime, right? They should both have little
Strings
little
on.
strings on them, and you want to run them the opposite way to open them
yeah,
up.
so you got that.
I got it sort of tied off on the corner to keep it closed, but you want to open it up when it's hot. That lets all the hot air will sit on the top
Right.
and work its way out that way.
That's nice, man. It's gonna be nice.
Floors go in, they'll be self-explanatory. They go in long ways, and they'll Velcro together. And like you say, you can flap up a side or a corner, make it work.
They're long enough to go all the way across?
Yes, they're designed for this tent. They're the size of this tent.
Okay.
There's some extra green stakes in there to stake down the front if you want. For the most part, we call them red stakes. There's 8 red stakes per bag, 4 per. Just like this.
Okay.
There you go. That's enough stake. Your tent's going like this, and that stake is going at an angle, and it's a really good, solid anchor point. So those 8 stakes are really all you need. Now, if the front's flapping and it bothers you, put some more of those little green stakes. The green stakes have bigger heads. Red stakes don't work on the front because they don't have a big enough head. But there's some green aluminum stakes. You can put them on the front, on the back, and there's still enough to do 4 for the vestibule. The vestibule won't stand up on its own. Needs some stakes like these ties right here. That's what your ropes are for the vestibules.
Gotcha. Man, that's gonna be sweet.
All right. Other than a little bit more work than the average tent, they're nice, man. I guarantee you, you're like redneck candy. Everybody, hey, what you got? What you got? I've never seen one of those. Not very many people have seen these. Yeah, they'll be flopped.
Yeah.
So you need to get the line formed early and charge 50 cents for admission. So you pay for your tent.
I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. You're welcome, man. You guys are great, man.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for your money.
So much.
Yeah, well, you know, hey,
I'm sure you like that.
that's the way to do it, though.
I appreciate it.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'd do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that buys a vehicle, for
Man thinks you go to college.
Yeah.
You got to have it.